In this video we'll look at inequalities and how to name the sections on a number line using inequalities. So in this diagram here we have the region to the left of 3, so this region over here, and we've got the region to the right of 5, the region over here. So we say the region to the left, our x values are all less than 3. Then we have the right hand side section, and we say x is greater than 5, and we link those two by saying it's one or the other. We don't use and would mean the intersection, or means include both sections. An alternative way to write this would be to say that the values of x are members of a set of values from, now for the left hand side we have negative infinity is the smallest we can be, and then comma, and then the maximum value is 3. But we can't equal negative infinity, so we'd use a round bracket for that, and we can't equal 3, therefore we have a round bracket for that as well. And the other side, on the right hand side, once again we could say or, and we have our values from 5 as a low up to infinity. We can't equal the 5, round bracket. We can't equal infinity, round bracket as well. And rather than using the word or, you can use a different notation, and that is the union symbol, which means the same thing. Now, if we were to colour in the circle where 5 is, that means 5 is now included. So how would we adjust our expressions? Well, the first expression we'd have x less than 3, or x is greater than, and now can be equal to 5. And for the second type of notation, we'd have to change the fact that over here, where we have the 5 with a round bracket, that would now become a square bracket. So the square bracket means that 5 is now included as part of our solution. Our second example, this region is between 3 and 5. So one way we can write this is that x value is between the 3 and between the 5. So you write them in order with the lowest value first. And if you do that, we'd always use less than symbols between those terms. So over here we have x is bigger than, so x is greater than 3, which is correct. And then the next section, we have x is less than 5, which is also correct. And we can write that the other way, would be x is a member. Now, we are between 3 and 5, and we have those two values. And once again, we can't equal the 3, round bracket. We can't equal the 5, round bracket. And now, once again, we'll colour in the circle where 5 exists, which means we can equal the 5, so we'll modify our first expression, so x is less than or equal to 5. And in the second expression, once again, that round bracket where the 5 is will need to become a square bracket. Alright, so those two expressions mean the same region, between 3 and 5, and also equal to the 5. So here we have our two examples. Notice that the first example here, we have one solid section of the number line, and therefore we have one solid expression down here, as opposed to the second example here. In this example here, you have two separate parts of the number line. So down here we have two separate expressions joined by our or term here.